you would join me in giving a big round of applause to Angel Medina and the Pennsylvania Statewide Latino Coalition. It is because of the efforts of Angel Medina and Jose Molina that we are here this afternoon. The Statewide Latino Conference thought that this would be the right place, the right time to hold its conference for this year. And the coalition believed that now is the time to begin an honest conversation about immigration. We know that immigration is a federal issue, lies within the jurisdiction of the federal government. But even though that is the case, we have a situation last year and this year. Last year, there was 500 bills concerning immigration that was introduced and enacted into law by state legislators. For 2007, over 1,400 bills has been introduced and signed into law by state legislators. The federal government has failed to take affirmative steps on the issue of immigration reform and has impliedly said to the states that this is your responsibility. You're going to have to do what you need to do. And consequently, we have over 1,400 bills that have been signed into law. 1,400 bills that have been introduced. A number of them signed into law. And they span basically 11 different areas. Education, employment, driver's license, identification documents, voting, the election process, human trafficking and smuggling, law enforcement, legal services, gun permits, alcohol and tobacco, residency, and reporting are the 11 different areas that state legislatures chosen to address on the issue of immigration. 26 of the bills signed into law in 19 states relate to employment. 11 of the bills signed into law in 8 states deal with the issue of health care. 15 of the bills signed into law in 11 states deal with human trafficking. 35 of the bills signed into law in 26 states deal with identification documents and driver's license. 11 of the bills signed into law in 7 states deal with law enforcement. 3 signed into law in 3 states deal with legal services. 15 of the bills signed into law, enacted into law in 11 states deal with public benefits for immigrants. 1 bill in 1 state deals with voting. And there's been a total of 38 resolutions introduced in 2007 dealing with this issue of immigration. In the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania just last year, the legislature sent to the governor signed into law a bill dealing with workforce, and immigration. And I'm sure you know, we have about 11.5 million people in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. 125,000 to 175,000 are considered unauthorized immigrants. There's currently 10 legislative proposals in the Pennsylvania House. 4 in my committee, the Intergovernmental Affairs Committee, 2 in Health and Human Services, 2 in Judiciary, 1 in State Government, and 1 in Professional Licensure. There's 2 legislative proposals in the Pennsylvania Senate. So, this is a very complex issue. And my colleague, who will be speaking in a few minutes, chairs our Immigration Task Force, which is a part of the House Intergovernmental Affairs Committee. And we decided that now is the time to hold this informational meeting, gather information, and be able to take that information back to our committee and to several working groups which are working very aggressively within the Pennsylvania House of Representatives to address this complex issue. So we will be taking information back to our full committee, and we're confident that the Intergovernmental Affairs Committee, in conjunction with our Immigration Task Force, will be moving to try and get a handle on this issue in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And we need to do that. My colleague will tell you that since the beginning of the year, we have had all kinds of references to immigrants. We have been bombarded with all kinds of opinions and beliefs about what we should be doing and how we should be doing it and when we should be doing it. And we are not going to be moved. We're not going to be reactionary. We are going to be proactive in addressing this issue, because this is not one of those. In that discussion, the demographer provided the information in North Carolina might spend $19-27 per immigrant on housing, education, and health. But the contribution of that to North Carolina might be $19 to $21. And so the argument was that immigration is not a negative economic impact.